evening, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday Night Live. I'm your host, Tom Bruno, and welcome to the only show in the world where you question these guys love each other, but do they love each other? The answer is yes, we do love each other. And you can tell by the way that we talk over each other and the way we infight and the way that we always try to have sex with one another. Let me bring in a couple of my friends so you guys can introduce themselves. I don't fucking want to do it myself because I am too tired to do so. Coming all the way from sunny California, where the weather is nice and everything is said twice. Welcome to David Rabbit. David Rabbit.
Hello, everyone. What's up, Tom?
What's going on, brother? You couldn't match my energy, like we're in a bathhouse or something.
Nope.
Oh, okay, cool. Docking, David, is what I'm saying. I love
Docking.
the dock. Yeah, like a boat, like a ship.
You know what, a Dutch rudder?
I would Dutch rudder. I'd Dutch rudder with you any day just because you're so classy and I feel like it'd bring up my status in the world. So we have a couple friends waiting in the breezes and we should definitely bring them in. Coming all the way from sunny San Diego, Whale's vagina, that would be Tom Smevens.
Hey guys, how's it going? All right.
Yes.
I thought you guys are both obviously just woken up, so fucking let's bring the fucking energy here, boys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, so how we doing?
Tom's the guy I'm good, man. You're the guy that shoots fictional shit out of the sky. You're just like, shh,
all the time.
Got it.
Do you know what? Right, there's a cock of these finger guns right here. Let's fucking double barrel them. All right. Yeah.
Easy.
Sorry,
Hold
I'm
your-
away.
All right, cool. Thank you. Let's bring in the last, but definitely not least, fucking my best friend in this world, it fucking would seem, Mr. Alex Whiteley.
Hello. Thank you for having me on the show. I must say, it's hard to find a lady that can take a punch these days.
Wow, he's dead.
He's perfect. That's perfect. Come on, fuck
Let's
you.
leave him. it's perfectly dead. So we were chatting up a bunch of like fucking bullshit in the chat beforehand, and I started rubbing in Alex's face because a long time ago he mistakenly gave me like control over the show. So when Alex would not be here, somebody could maintain or at least somewhat a semblance of fucking control over the show. And I proved a point. I was like, haha, I can let you in. I can take you out. I can let you in. And yeah, exactly. That's what that's all about, if you guys did not tell. And also followed up, we started going into a big old list of fucking great games from the past. Should we read off some of these games really quick before we get into it?
Yeah, I think what you should do, guys, sit down in a comfy chair and get ready for us to tickle your nostalgic loins because some of these games are great. I think TS started it, didn't he?
Yes, TS, you start off.
No.
You read. Can you read? Yes, you can read, but can you read the comments, TS?
I can't read them, but I full screen the stream. So I remember I put Streets of Rage, Fighting Force, and Lemmings. I believe I wrote.
Yes, you did. Alex, would you write down?
It started off with this argument about us sharing the power. So I started off with Double Dragon because that's like a Double Dragon, kind of thing. And then TS started with Street Rage, and I put Altered Beasts. Then Bruno was like Golden Axe. TS was like Lemmings. I was like Alex declared. Alex again, bloop 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 with a big boxing glove.
We also have Parappa the Rapper, Soul Calibur, Oddworld, which I completely forgot about that fucking game. What was the guy from Oddworld? He's like a
Abe's
zombie
Odyssey
or something, right?
No,
He
he's
was
not.
a
He's a Mudokan.
Mudokan.
Yeah.
What?
Hello.
Follow me. Okay.
Like I didn't realize he had like a thing. I just remember like he was green, right? He has green wrinkly
They
skin.
go into it in
Almost.
like quite a lot of detail in the game, Tom.
I didn't play it, dude. I mean, like that was one of those games my buddy had, and we all remember this. At least some of us that are old enough, where our friends would have games and we would not have them. We would just kind of like watch sometimes because it'd be like, "Hey, man, let's go outside and do." Yeah, hold on, I'm finishing up the last level of fucking so and so. So there's not. I wouldn't play every game. I would just see some games. Yeah. Outside is where the fresh air comes from, David.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
Go and watch the trailer for the brand new Abe's Oddworld for PS5, and then thank me later.
Ooh.
They have a brand new trailer for it?
My tits! It's unbelievable.
What's it called? It's not Shockwave. What's it called? It's but I'm gonna look for it now. Tom, say hello to people in the comments while I look for Oddworld.
Okay, I can definitely do that. Let's go back to the comments section. Okay, starting off, we made a bet, but I can't talk about it right now. We have Mr. George Lugo just waiting. Hi, George.
Lugo.
Ryan A. Berger, I wish I could drink and watch this. Bastards. LOL. It means he laughs out loud if you cannot know what he said. George Lugo wants to finish up with a double Dutch rudder.
Nice. Welcome to join us.
Continued with hello, boyos. I think there's a lady friend in here. Oh my god, it's Tom's. See, Tom's is the only. Well, actually, Tom and Alex is watching. My old lady doesn't love me, so she's like, I'm not watching that shit. I don't care what you stupid boys say to each other.
She's like, I could hear you from the other room.
It's true. She's like, you're loud and obnoxious, and I can hear you. Just stop. George, you had such a great career, and then why end it now? And we got a lot of George.
Was that me opening as Sean Connery? Was that what he was talking about? Well done, Whiteley. See you later.
Peace. And he was referring. Hey, see, Caroline. See, Kaz is here. Kaz. To be totally fair, my wife's off running business and making money far more than me. So she's really just. I don't think my wife enjoys working anymore. I think she just does it to rub it in my face. She's like, oh, fuck you, Tom. Doesn't matter how many raises you get.
How dare you be successful? Fuck off.
Which, by the way, I probably should not talk about this, but nobody from my work watches us, so fuck it. I got a raise.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's good,
Thank
dude.
You. It was kind of like a bitch and moan raise, and I'm not going to go into all the specifics, but I found out like what the pay grades were for certain things in my work. And the work that I do is, it's not like it's fucking like rocket science or some shit, but it's definitely tricky. It is definitely knee surgery, I would say. Definitely knee surgery. Reconstructive.
A lot of tenants there.
A lot of tendons, yes. And the fact is that like it takes a lot out of me. So my boss doing the complete right thing. I will applaud him all day for it. He fucking fixed the problem and it raised my pay, and I was pretty excited about it. But if you guys remember, did all of us watch Malcolm in the Middle?
Most of the show, yeah.
Alex?
About 2 lifetimes ago.
Okay.
It had fucking
we should
jawline and hair and.
You still have those things. It's just it transferred down here to your jawline. Yeah, it's right there. We should definitely watch the pilot episode, which is something I've wanted to do for a while. I mean, I've rewatched Malcolm Middle a whole bunch, but like I wanted to like go through our favorite childhood shows because we can never watch a whole series. All right, we're all very, very busy people, and I would like to watch like the pilots of certain things and see what our initial reactions are for them. So eventually, I want you guys to rewatch that.
I wonder if Frankie Muniz has ever watched Malcolm in the Middle.
He can't. He doesn't remember shit.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wonder if he watched it.
Alex, you were saying?
I was just going to be like, hey, funny you should say that, Tom, because surprise, surprise, here's Bryan Cranston on the show. That's my Cilla Black impression, by the way. If anybody knows what Cilla Black, that was awful.
Wow. The thing is, like, okay, if Bryan Cranston showed up, I think I would talk nothing but Malcolm. I'd be like, dude, Breaking Bad was phenomenal. It really was. But Malcolm in the Middle.
Jesus, man, he's like been in so many other movies.
My friend Danny Hill's in the chat says he's planning to go through it all, but it's got so many episodes. I want to get down. I want to get down on the show. He's got a great band called Monasteries.
Nice.
Really heavy, like music, but he's brilliant, and the music videos look fantastic. So.
Like back to Malcolm in the Middle, and I would definitely want to listen to Monasteries.
Malcolm in the Middle, Monastery.
Definitely check out fucking Monasteries in the Middle. Monasteries in the Middle is my favorite band.
Monasteries in the Middle.
Monasteries in the Middle. I've always been a huge fan, so I definitely think we should go back and rewatch it. I don't remember why I brought up Malcolm in the Middle, but regardless, fucking something else happened this week, and it's so out of character for me that like I figured I'd rock the fucking chat with it, but nobody seemed that shocked. It really kind of bummed me out.
What?
You guys remember what I was talking about? What I said?
Nope.
No. That's because nobody cares about me.
I'm having a Frankie Muniz moment right now. I don't remember.
Oh no, Frankie Muniz. He was so rich. He owned the Fast and the Furious white Jetta. That was like the thing I always remembered, like being said. And then some guy stole it. Yeah. He Fast and Furious was a movie.
Yeah, I know that.
He stole.
No shit, dog.
Yeah. Family first. So he bought the Volkswagen, the white one that Jesse drove in it. He bought that. And some guy stole it out of his garage and shit. It was like a $60,000 car at the time. He's a big racing fan. So, a friend of ours, Nick, who's unfortunately still not very well. He's still trying to get his health things. We were going to start a show, but of course, with the ability not to be able to be awake most of the day and being tuckered out by the slightest thing of breathing, it kind of cut that to a very, very anticlimactic stop. But he's still one of my oldest friends in the world. I still love him to death. And they were talking, him and his longtime fiance were talking about getting married. In, I think July or something. I don't remember. I think June 8th. June 8th they're getting married. And they were talking about blah, blah, blah. This is the place. This is the thing. We got to pay this much for a fucking person to marry us. I was like, well, fuck that. I'll marry you guys.
You're going to get ordained.
I already am ordained, bitch.
Yes, that's what it
There you go.
was. That's absolutely amazing. I remember reading that, and I think I've been all over the place this past like 5 years. No, I'm joking. But yeah, that's absolutely seriously. They do that. It's incredible news. Fair play. Have one of them again. Have another one.
Thank you.
Have another
And
one.
it's all because of you guys. I feel like I'm confident enough to do this because, like, I've always enjoyed talking, but usually, like this in this type of setting, if we were sitting around each other, I would be the loudest motherfucker out there.
You are the loudest motherfucker.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I would never have the confidence to stand there and talk in front of a few people out loud and hear my own voice. I used to try doing it in church when we'd like read lessons and shit, and I would always fuck it up. George, don't be so mean. You can't remember that car.
I
Don't
like
be
that
like
Jetta.
that. Yeah,
I like it.
badass jocks.
Monasteries
Yeah, you
in the
can
middle.
you can have that, Daniel Hill. You can definitely have that fucking name, and you could play "You're Not the Boss of Me Now" by Little Giants.
Yeah.
I remember that song. But anyway, so fucking now I have the confidence to do so, and I offer to do it. So now I'm gonna fucking do it. But here's the weird thing about that is my mom. My grandfather was a Lutheran minister. I'm sure I've said this before. Really great dude. He's the type of guy that would preach in German on Sunday and tell you dirty jokes on the way home from church. He was a fucking awesome dude. I asked my mom for his robes. I was like, hey, you still have grandpa's old robes and shit, right? I thought it'd be kind of like a nice honoring thing or honoring thing for him to wear this because, I'm an atheist. And she's like, no. Yeah, that was my luck. I was like, what do you mean no? She's like, Tommy, unless you're going to go to seminary to get, ordained, I don't think so. And I'm like, why? Tommy, it's disrespectful. You're an atheist. I'm like, so? It's not like it's a religion ceremony.
You're not part of the club.
It's not like it's a real religion, Mom.
Well, I'm not being funny. You can't walk around the golf course wearing a PGA fucking blazer if you're not part of the PGA tour. So go and become a PGA player, and then you can wear the PGA blazer.
I don't want to. I'd rather get mine for free, which I did in all of 20 seconds, by the way.
Can we all just applause my analogy, by the way? Can we just applause my analogy?
Yes. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Wait, do the golf clap.
They know God's not real, right?
Yeah. It's like, you know your religion's fake, right?
It ain't nothing but a bestseller, a long time serving bestseller.
It's just fucking fan fiction that's been a bestseller, dude. That's all it is.
Dan says the Jetta with no front calipers. See, right, this is funny actually because me and Dan used to work together, and I remember a guard I used to work with, Stu, and Dan. We used to stand on the door that I used to work as a security guard. I used to stand there and we used to chat, and we'd be having great conversations until Dan would come over and be like, start talking about cars and exhausts and shit that people talk about with cars, and I was kind of like, because I know fuck all about cars. It's
it
not
goes
my thing.
vroom.
Yeah.
You pull out a Hot Wheels, you're like, fast?
Just going back to the old Frankie Muniz. So I was in Stansted Airport flying out to Austria because my auntie lives there. She got married out there to an Austrian, funnily enough. And they were filming Agent Cody Banks 2 at the time in that airport. So when we were going to check in, Frankie Muniz walked past, just stared at my sister's ass the whole way past. So I was getting chatted at by somebody, and he was just like, yeah. But yeah, just a random little story. I didn't know it's.
I love that.
What the fuck are you doing?
Just look, you like look at this. Look at it. What are you doing? Anybody look at it?
That's the day that Tom beat somebody's ass. In the
Yeah,
fucking
how old was
Austrian
he when he
airport.
did that? Fucking like
Yeah,
16. He's like,
fuck. He was like,
he's like, I'll make you
21
not
when he
remember
did
making
Agent
this
Cody
film.
Banks 2.
Do that again.
motherfucker was old.
The fuck are
He
you?
was
The
old.
fuck are you? Huh? Huh?
With his
You want to go?
beard
You want to go,
and
bro? You want to go? I
you want to
respect
get
you.
knocked
You
out
wanna
and forget shit again?
Fucking, he pulls out his finger gun. He's like, "Don't make me fucking kill you." You're like, "Dude, is that a finger gun?" And they're loaded,
double,
bitch.
Double fucking barrel this shit.
50 caliber.
Just have like a fake hand that it's just like this, but it's tucked in your waist belt, and lift up your shirt like Ice Cube. Is it with product?
Oh
We
my
have product?
god, that's amazing.
Do you remember Mr. Bean, the movie, where
Yes.
he's like,
He used to love Mr. Bean, dude.
Great film.
Agent Cody checking out big bags.
Dude, remember he used to make money, like serious fucking money, and he's like married to like some like really really pretty girl and has a kid. Frankie Muniz is one of those people that I feel like is still too famous to come on the show, but I've thought about it a couple of times. Well, plus I couldn't ask him about my favorite things. But like, remember Malcolm in the Middle? No.
No,
Aw.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't remember anything.
So what happened? Why did he get memory loss? What did he
He
brain
got in a
damage?
bad car accident or something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up right now just because we're talking about it.
Because
Go
he
ahead
was
for a
doing
second.
a Fast and Furious little tribute. He's like, "Look at me, I'm Malcolm in the Middle," and then skirt, and like fucking crashed. And then he doesn't remember Malcolm in the Middle. How old? I don't know how old he is now, or what has he been doing? So you said he's a dad. Like, has he just been doing fucking?
Hey, it's dad. Quickly,
Father life now?
Nunez, back in 2009, his first concussion when he was 7 years old when playing goalie in a soccer game. Nunez experienced severe memory loss after suffering multiple concussions and many strokes throughout his young life. He has had 9 concussions, but things took a turn for the worse when he suffered a mini stroke in 2012. But he still looks the same. He actually looks like Jesse from fucking Fast and the Furious nowadays, which is really, really interesting.
Holy
Fucking-
shit.
And there's a ton of pictures of him fucking racing, like a
9 concussions. 9 concussions. Isn't that like deadly almost?
pretty much.
Isn't that like worse than a football player?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they have like mini ones every single fucking
Surprised he
time.
hasn't got a head like fucking Peyton Manning.
Oh, that's sad.
What am I doing here in this commercial?
Oh, that never stops. It goes all the way back.
I just sent
It goes all the way back.
in the chat.
That whole family of freaks.
Eli's the only normal one, but Eli's just got no personality, is he? He's just like, what we're doing?
Yeah.
We're throwing balls. Like, okay, I throw balls. Yeah, that's
We're
fine.
throwing this egg here.
He pulls into the wrong bar and he's like, I throw balls in my mouth too. And they're like, yes, you do, Peyton. Yes, you do.
Granted, Eli won 2 Super Bowls, so I'm just going to hold my hands up and just say Eli Manning was phenomenal back in the day, but not. I'm glad he retired. Bless him. Bless his little face.
Oh, Ryan Berger, you're so ballsy.
Dirty boy. He's a dirty boy.
Dude, that joke crashed and burned, bro. That's a mess up.
No! No!
For the guys listening, I will read it out. But Ryan says, you know who else did a Fast and Furious? Doesn't remember their career? Paul Walker. That's get on the naughty step, Ryan. On the naughty step, you got. How old are you? You get a minute for every age you've been alive.
Yeah, you're in the penalty box. Speaking of naughty stuff, hey Alex, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm launching my radio show. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you are, boys.
Yeah, 8:00 tomorrow on Splash Damage Radio. I'll be bringing my first ever episode set. What do they call it? It's a set, isn't it?
8 p.m. your time.
Sure.
8 p.m. my time. I spent a long time sort of putting the playlist together and putting everything together. Thanks for the assist, David.
You're welcome, Ryan. Got you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm really excited. Really excited.
Yeah, you should
So-
be. That's fucking excellent, dude.
Is there a way we're going to be able to listen to it?
Yes, there's an app you can download. I think it's called Zeno. You can go onto splashdamageradio.co.uk, the website, but I think I sent you a picture earlier of the app. I think it's called Zeno. And
Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Christina's being very nice to us. She said, love the opposing headgear layout, 2 times beanie, 2 times cap. You guys are so fashionable. We're just middle-aged is what we are, Christina. We're just, pathetic. And some of us are losing hair. Some of us have far too much hair. Zeno Radio.
Zeno Radio, and you can sort of like follow the show, sort of subscribe to it, sort of thing.
It'll be 1 p.m. your time, David. 7 hours behind us on you. So
Okay.
Facebook user, which I'm going to take a wild guess, say it's Donnie Gates because he is another one that just doesn't know how to stop saying such brave things on Facebook. Says, cheerio, bitches. At least I always think it's Donnie Gates. He's in my heart, so I think it's him.
It's got to be Donnie Gates.
Is the playlist just having it a half-life on repeat for 2 hours?
On complete repeat. For guys watching that haven't watched the show before, we had John Edney from OPM on our show, and it was one of the most awkward things ever, right? Because Tom Bruno, sometimes he's brilliant now, right? I've fixed him. He's okay.
It was brilliant
But back in the day, right? We did the show, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's John Edney. Heaven is a half." But and Tom literally on the show went, "Why have I never heard of you?" I literally asked him that. I was like,
it was brilliant then. He loved me. He loved me more than both you and fucking dude. He loved us both. Dude, he loved
So
me.
I understand you're a guest on our show, but why are you here again?
It wasn't like that. I didn't say it like that.
You might as well have.
Well, it's kind of what started this whole thing because we realized that a lot of things don't translate over. Get off my dick, Daniel Hill. I don't know things, but that's what started this whole thing because having it was so big in the UK, and I didn't hear shit about it. But to be totally fair, you guys have never heard about Sublime. Maybe Tom
I think
becomes a little bit hipper than normal cat.
I think the angle that Tom was going at was we were talking about how things sort of moved transatlantically as far as music, because Heaven and the Heartpipe was a huge song in the UK and Germany, places around Europe, like John said, but in America, not so much. And that was very odd thing. It was a good discussion, actually, but it was just the way Tom set it up. It's kind of like, who the fuck are you again?
I'm sure when John was cashing in the pussy and money, he didn't really care about my money. He's like, oh, yeah, you never heard of me? Fuck you, about 50,000 chicks in Europe.
He's got all these like awards and shit. He's like, I don't know, who am I? Who am I, Tom?
I remember that because didn't we have Shane Hinton with us? Shane with us, who's probably watching right now. I love Shane. He just recorded an episode.
Polishing it off.
And John Edney was like, hey man, we recorded a music video in Shropshire not long ago in Ironbridge. And I was like, oh wow. And Shane was like, if you ever come back again, we can go for a pint if you like. We can go grab some steak and go to the it was really funny, bless him.
It was like, well, it's just we've had a couple people on that just like really kind of try to insert themselves, not in the sexy way, into our guests, and Shane definitely did that. Also fucking Garrett did that one time, which really kind of, yeah, I don't like talking about that, but he
did.
did.
My house to play video games if you want.
Kind of, like in the way that like I didn't realize what I should and should not say.
Share pizza.
I can lick the cheese off your face, kind of like Lady and the Tramp.
You can eat the pepperonis off your nipples. Wait.
Dude, my nipples look like pepperonis. That's so funny you say that.
It's the weirdest fucking thing in the world, right? I only knew about that song because it was in the skate game when I was growing up. Otherwise, I wouldn't know it. So,
Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
I think
yes,
yeah. It was Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and we actually talked about that. I was like, dude, you're gonna live on forever. Fuck me for not knowing who you are because you're in Tony Hawk. So
Yeah.
Didn't they redo the whole playlist though for the newest one? They put that same playlist in, if I'm not mistaken.
They didn't. They had the original playlist and added extra tracks because, like, Less Than Jake Time Bomb's in there now, which is obviously from 2017. So that wouldn't have been the original. I'm trying to think. They've added loads of new tracks. That's the only one I can remember. I'm not going to start reading them off because I don't actually know. But the remade game is fucking phenomenal, and I want to get it.
I haven't played it yet. I need to do that because that would be just to introduce my kid to that. You know,
yeah.
That's
Get Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine on the go when you're fucking skating around. It'd be fucking sick.
Literally only knew it from Top of the Pop. Do you guys know what Top of the Pops is?
I'm assuming that you're like Billboard charts kind of thing, like you know,
Close.
Kind of. It was a weekly TV show. It was live audience, and bands would go and play, and they'd just play who was.
Remember that?
I think we had a thing called, it was like American Bandstand, but that was like in the 50s.
Well, didn't we have we had a couple things like that. Go ahead, Alex.
It's got one of the most iconic music moments ever, and that was there's this massive archive of people really badly lip syncing on Top of the Pops. So they made this rule that everybody has to sing, and Kurt Cobain was kind of like, nah, I don't fancy it. And I can't remember what it was, but he went up to the microphone. He was just
just started doing heroin.
Hello. Down the microphone, and it's one of the most iconic things ever. Jasper used to play that.
I'm guessing that's her son.
Tony Hawk's.
Yeah.
No, Jasper's her husband.
I don't know. You know Helen, not me.
Might as well be the son, right? It's child just.
I liked Skate. I think Skate was a superior skateboarding game. Did you guys play Skate?
No.
Very fucking good skateboarding game. Me and once again, bringing back the Nick. I love Nick. We used to play video games together all the time back when we were friends and lived with one another. And Skate really became like one of our fucking like go-to. Skate, dude. It was fucking excellent. Instead of
I
like
only remember Skate and Destroy. I think that was another.
Well,
one, right?
Skate was like a 2000s one. It was on the I think it was definitely on PS3, and I don't know if they had one on PS2, but it was like upgraded. Instead of just holding down X to be able to make yourself skate, you had to like use your fucking other joystick to fucking make yourself move, and the other one aimed and shit, and you had like ollie, like you had to physically use your thumb to ollie the fucking thing, and it was very, very cool.
Interesting.
I remember playing Skate and Destroy, and I would always play that song. Was it White Lines? White Lines.
I know you like your White Lines.
Yeah, and I would do that over and over again. I think that's what it got into a habit. I'm like, okay, It explains a lot.
we could probably they made Muse do it on a Spanish version, and they all switched instruments for a laugh.
That's awesome. I fucking
Well,
love
they
Muse.
butchered. Smells. I found the video. I think we could play like 10 seconds of it before we get.
Yeah, play it.
I'll just share the link in the group. I don't want to risk that.
Fuck it. We'll try it, and if let's try it. Let's try it. Fuck it.
Oh man.
10 seconds. Here we go.
Nobody look.
It's on mute.
Fuck's sake. Hear that? Could you hear that?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
What the fuck's going on? Can you not hear that?
Yeah,
I can definitely hear
Yeah, it's cool. You can stop that now.
Yes.
Yeah, stop. We're
I
gonna
couldn't hear it. Sorry, that's
David-
why.
David Grohl is gonna show up to one of our houses and
He's like, what
murder
the
us.
fuck? Yeah, he's gonna freak out.
I saw a funny little clip about David Grohl the other day. He was saying like how he ended up keeping all his money because he didn't get involved in drugs. He just bought like a brand new grill and stuff. I was like, yeah, David Grohl.
I love Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl is just such a hero, isn't he? On so many levels. Like the nicest guy in rock music. We just love Dave. Do we love you, Dave?
Did you see that clip of there was somebody fighting in the crowd and he literally stopped and he's like, "You!" He's like, "You get the fuck out of here!" It was the most amazing thing ever. I love that. Daniel.
Hill. Courtney Love wants to know your location. Yes, she does. She wants that money, son.
Shit.
Did anyone else watch that documentary, Soaked in Bleach?
Nope.
Yes, I used to have
Yes.
that. Yeah, I used to have
Dude,
that
like
on video.
Yeah. I was never like I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but if you guys want to fucking like really think that Courtney Love had Kurt Cobain murdered, watch Soaked in Bleach, dude. It is fucking phenomenal. The guy who Courtney Love, the private detective that Courtney Love hired to find Kurt Cobain and like track him and shit, he essentially is like the guy who started all. He's like, listen, she asked somebody to kill her. I found out on a couple of occasions, and it's really fucked. If you guys can go buy Soaked in Bleach and fucking check it out, because you're gonna leave it going, that fucking
Here's the unedited version of Soaked in Bleach, filled with heroin.
Oh, so sad. Shots fired.
Yeah.
Helen says, "Did you see when he played live and broke his leg on stage with an EMT holding it still? Was that Foo Fighters? Yeah,
David
Foo
Grohl.
Fighters.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
And then he finished the tour with a fucking broken foot, and he was just sitting down in a throne the entire time. Fucking David Grohl, man. And he's the fucking drummer for Tenacious D and the All Stars, which is just like, how cool do you have to be? How cool?
he's
do you have
the
to
devil
fucking
in that
Yes,
tribute
he is.
video.
Totally is.
And he reprised the role in the film, which is a shame because it was a fucking awful film. I would expect it.
Oh, you fucking
Fuck off. And that leads us to another point, Bruno. Fucking Super Troopers. What the fuck is Super Troopers? Right, okay, we'll have it out in the comments right now, fuckers.
Done.
Right?
I'm
that
quitting
film
the show.
is
right now.
awful. What?
Wow.
Have you seen it, David?
Oh, he left, dude.
I'm back. I just wanted to I want to be next to David because this is just
Yeah.
hurting my feelings when you say
That's
things like that.
Good call, man.
Thank you. Okay, first of all, I love this film on a couple levels. One, even though it was not filmed in Vermont, it's a Vermont-based film, and it makes fun of our fucking police force. Broken Lizard did this. As everybody in the chatting portion right now, yeah, Ryan Berger, get on him. He's a biker. He's gonna fuck you in your mouth. Super Troopers. Yes, Helen.
See?
fucking
Helen knows
rocks.
what's up.
Dude, she does. Shane Hinton. Hey, we were just talking about you. That's so funny.
Hinton.
Fucking leader of
cool.
Cole. Daniel Hill, who's my new best friend. Welcome to the fucking channel, Daniel. You have a show called What's the Difference with Me? It's
Even
awesome.
George is like, what the fuck, Whiteley? That's what that means.
Okay, but have all four of us seen Super Troopers?
Yeah, I saw
Sorry,
some
Tom, my
a
bad.
long time ago.
My bad.
Yeah, not TS though.
It's a comedy, dude. You like it. You like comedies. I know you like funny
I do.
things.
You would
Alex.
like it.
Yeah, you would like it, or he wouldn't. In which case,
Okay,
he'd
right.
be like,
So
yes.
I'm not looking at that film and thinking, it's obviously an indie made picture, no big budget, because I like indie movies. That's not the issue. The issue is the acting was fucking terrible for the whole thing. If you're going to be an indie movie, The only thing I really liked was them chugging the maple syrup. I thought that was funny as fuck. I thought that was really. That was
Which we
hilarious.
do. That's an American. That's solely.
Is that genuinely what you do? Is that actually a thing?
Yeah.
That
Well,
was a
see-
Canadian thing.
Well, I mean, it's a Vermont thing too. We have maple syrup too, David. Don't undersell us with our maple syrup. We have a maple syrup conglomerate. Actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but they take all the maple syrup from everywhere in Canada and parts of the U.S. and they put it all together, and that's the way they keep the price level for maple syrup, so somebody doesn't undersell one another.
Kaz is in the chat. It was awful. Timmy's YouTube videos probably had more views than that terrible film.
Wow.
As
Kaz was like, "I'm going to bed. I'm sorry. I'm going to bed." I was like, I'll finish watching the film. See you later.
it's about cops and it's about the state troopers in fucking Vermont. TS. That's what the film's all about, and it's very funny. Very funny.
Oh yeah.
I just love that Helen spelled my name correctly. That's made my night. That's made my life actually.
Hey,
Woo! But yeah, me watch a film. Don't think so.
Shane says you'll need to watch Vampires versus Zombies. 10 lad points to the one who can watch it to the end. Well, we've done this before. We watched Velocipaster.
Yes, which was
before.
Amazing.
And that was so much fun. It was so stupid. It was brilliant. You know, guys running around in T-Rex suits like, ah! It was just fucking
I could
brilliant.
probably watch awful movies, but I got to be drunk, and then I'm just going to do my own version of Mystery Science Theater 3000 to it.
TS.
What are lad points?
As in, like, bro, 10 points, yo.
It's the points that Shane gives you when he thinks you're cool or something. I don't know.
Okay, I'm good then.
I don't care about your fucking points. I don't care about your fucking lead points.
Okay, meow. Fucking yeah.
Yeah, that bit was funny. That bit was
over.
funny.
You can't pull over any further.
Snozzberries tastes like snoz. You're laughing right now, Whiteley. Fuck you.
It was just. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it a couple of times, but the first view was not good. I was quite tired, but some of it was funny, but a lot of it was kind of like forced funny.
Okay,
yeah.
This happens a lot though with everybody. There's certain movies that you have to watch multiple times before you find it to be funny. David, tell me a film that you had to watch a couple times before you either got the brilliance of it or you thought it was really good.
If I only watch the films, like, you know, if it's a bad film, I'll only watch it once. I'm not even gonna fucking try.
Reservoir Dogs for me.
Fuck you.
No, I like the film. I love it. I love it.
Oh.
But the first time I watched it, I was kind of like, they're in a room. I mean, I'd had a few drinks. I was younger. My mind's on pussy and other things. You know, I'm younger.
More pussy.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, where's the explosions and the stuff and the things you see in movies? They're literally just in this warehouse for the whole fucking movie. But then I watched it when I was older, and I was kind of like, actually.
It's a brilliant idea.
Not too bad, yeah.
And you save money because, like, that same warehouse, like, there was a room above it that was Mr. Orange's apartment as well.
Yep. Yeah, fucking brilliance. TS, fucking name a movie that you had to watch a couple times before you got it.
I don't really. I mean, I do watch films, but I tend to watch stuff that I know I'll like. You know what I mean? So it's very rare for me to find something I'll go, I'm not really sure. Because if I'm not really sure, I won't watch it again. So.
What about Tom? Have you got one?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder. I did not like the first time I watched it. Yeah, and then I watched it
that
again.
bit where he's got the head on the fucking.
Yes. It's just metallic tasting corn syrup.
Just fake, guys.
Oh my god.
I love that so much.
Fuck your own face. Which, by the way, I didn't even know that was Tom Cruise until the third time watching. I was like, is that fucking Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I didn't realize till like after the movie was over. They're like, "Yeah, Tom Cruise is great." I'm like, "Where was Tom Cruise? I didn't see him in the movie."
I still today don't understand how Downey Jr. got away with that. I just don't. I don't.
I'm waiting
understand
to the day that the social justice warriors realize that Robert Downey Jr. did blackface for a movie, and they're just going to cancel him. I'm like, I'm waiting for it. I'm like, you guys going to just cancel everybody? What the fuck?
Very good.
You want to know what movies suck? Lord of the Rings, all three of them. Ryan, back on the naughty step. I'm sorry, I'm not having this behaviour. I've told you before. This is warning number 2. That's your second strike, mister. Like, they're movies. How can you say that the production value alone on Lord of the Rings is worth every single penny it made?
Yeah.
Tom Stevens.
Bored the fuck out of me.
Yes!
Whoa.
Yes!
I've watched them. I watched them all the way through, and I was like, is this going to end?
Hold on. Are you really a Steelers fan? I don't believe it. I don't believe that for a second that Lord of the Rings bored you. You should be used to it.
Oh, hateful.
So,
Hateful.
Sets it up and he fucking knocks it out the park.
just not a fan of those movies at all. Just not for me.
Shane, how dare you get the fuck out?
It's just because Shane like is a hobbit himself, and don't beat me up, Shane. I'm just kidding. I like The Hobbit more. The Hobbit was more exciting than Lord of the Rings. How about that?
Couldn't be fucked to watch that.
What about sequels, right? Because everybody likes a sequel, right? When Super Troopers recently had a second fucking sequel.
I didn't see the second one.
I most likely won't be watching that shit.
No, don't. It's not good.
What are your most disappointing sequels? I'll go first. Give you guys time to think. Anchorman 2 for me was one of the biggest disappointments.
Come on. That one was
good. No, it was good. It was as good as I give it a C-, whereas Anchorman 1 is like A+++, you know.
Cruel Intentions 2. It really kind of fucked me. Yeah, exactly. They made a second one, and it was not good. Especially like if you consider that the first one was such a good drama, and like it really set up my love for Jaguar cars and Selma Blair. Anyways, so fucking yeah, Cruel Intentions 2. David,
I'm trying to think, man. Like what fucking
Tom?
Every single Fast and Furious movie.
Thank you. No, I mean I don't know. Actually, the first three aren't too bad. Like I don't mind the sequel, but like after the third one, I was just like more.
Too fast.
I mean, when you've got there like pulling submarines out of the ice and holding on to you're just like, are you for real? Like,
Transformers movies too.
Yes.
Anytime the movie is like heavily based off like CGI and shit like that, it's all like flashy and gimmicks. Like, there's no substance to the movie for me. There's no real like story or character development.
Dumb and Dumber 2 is a good shout as well, George.
Yes.
I didn't see that one either, but that one looked like shit.
Yes.
Didn't see
Absolutely.
that one.
I love Miss Congeniality, the original. Miss Congeniality 2 sucked balls. Fucking Brian Berger chiming in and saying that the Fast franchise sucked from 4 on, which I would concur with. And Shane said, I like Tokyo Drift. Of course you did, Shane.
It's a good film.
Of course.
That is a good film. I really like it.
I also like The Godfather 3.
I
would argue that. I like The Godfather 3.
I like The Godfather 3 too. Yeah, it's not a bad film.
All right.
So then again, I'm the... He's actually left the whole StreamYard. I think he pressed the wrong button. He's actually...
That is hilarious. He's actually just... Bye, David. Cheers for coming, mate. See you later.
Thanks,
Bye,
mate.
David.
Yeah, we'll just...
Love you.
David.
We'll change the background to a 3-screen setting. There we go. Crack on, boys. David, please come back.
I bet he's like, fuck, he's probably shitting himself right now, or he's gone for a cigar.
I didn't know how to do it so quickly. I don't know how you guys pop in and out. I was like literally left. I was like, shit, I gotta log back in. Fuck. Hurry.
Okay, so
come back to Daniel Hill's on the bottom screen. And we're like, so we replaced David with Daniel Hill today. And
phenomenal.
My bad.
Shane's like, link me. I'll come on. Oh, I don't know.
I can't because I don't have any protection. I'm sorry, but I would love to link you some other time, Shane. Fucking yeah. I don't know. Fucking this show is getting off the fucking rails. Okay. What's wrong with Godfather 3 other than Francis Ford Coppola's fucking hideous daughter's acting?
It was that dude. It was Andy Garcia's acting too. I wasn't a big fan of it, man.
Andy Garcia's fucking side. He's like, hey, when he's talking to the dude and the guy's holding the fucking gold knife. That was a fucking excellent scene.
It just didn't have the feel that the other Godfather films did. I'm back.
Yes, you're not wrong, but like, by the way, you notice how we keep switching? If we all leave, eventually we can be in different places.
Yeah.
It's like musical chairs.
If TS, hold on, we're there. Hold on, we're there. If we can.
Oh,
there we go.
He's gonna put him back. There we go.
There we go. Just move it around.
American, British. I see the segregation going on now.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we left in the first place.
Can I just tell you guys, by the way, I found something that's really old, but I fucking love it. I didn't know it existed. I found it. I'm going blasting it now, and it's Bar Rescue with John Taffer.
Yeah.
Holy
a great show.
Fucking shit. I love John Taffer. Is my new favorite person in the world. Like, so for people that haven't watched Bar Rescue before, which is crazy because it's huge, it's massive.
It's an American show.
It's a bit like Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay, where he goes in and tries to fix a restaurant. But it's with a bar, with bars. He goes around bars and tries to make them profitable and stuff. But rather than like Gordon Ramsay's got like a temper and he like whine about stuff. Oh my god, you cooked a fucking lettuce. What the fuck have you done that for, you bitch?
Okay, he'll complain about proper shit though. He like undercooked fucking like fried fish or whatever. Yeah. He's like, this shit's you can't fucking serve this shit to people. It's fucking disgusting. You guys don't keep it.
Well, the thing is, like, I used to think that too. That I was like, oh, he's just a big loud voice. But the episode that convinced me otherwise was the F word, or maybe it was Kitchen Nightmares. It was an episode where, really quickly, sorry, Tom. They went to a restaurant that used to be a hotel, and they had a bunch of boys that were in trouble, troubled lives or whatever, and they were cooking. And the main chef made a shark dish with marinara sauce on it. And Gordon Ramsay's like, you can't fucking do that. He's like, you're just saying it because you're Gordon Ramsay. He's like, listen, he broke down the complete science of how to cook shark properly and why it needs to be cooked that way. And I was like, oh shit, this dude actually knows what he's talking about. TS.
A lot of those restaurants from Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares aren't even open anymore. I think 5% survived because they all literally just did it for the show and they went straight back to how they did things, and every restaurant closed.
They actually, John Taffer did one of the bars out here in Orange, the one that I go to, Olive Pit. They redid that, and then I didn't start going to that bar until like maybe a couple of years after that when they filmed the episode. And well, the bars to me it's fine now. It's like dollar beer night on Thursdays. I'm like, shit, you can't go wrong with that.
It's raw, you donkey. You're an idiot sandwich. What are you?
Going back to what we're saying about sequels, George actually brings up a very valid one. Oh, that fucking movie. Oof. But the new Mortal Kombat comes out this fucking week. So
I've written that down, and I have avoided. I have not seen a trailer. I've not watched any of the trailers because I want to lube myself up and dive right into that bitch. Ready. I don't want to see it. So
it's chef's kiss.
I can't wait. Like when that comes out, I'm gonna literally.
The last time I avoided
the
trailers,
nicest food, beer, fucking. Oh.
The movie was horrible.
Vic,
Vicky, hey.
Yeah, Vic. Hopefully she's talking to me because last time we spoke, she was like, I think I upset her with something. George was like, going to see it in theaters. Hopefully, that'd be nice. I'd like that to be like one of my first films to see.
Happen.
Well, funnily enough, we have drive-ins up here. Amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever had drive-ins in the UK, but it's definitely a thing still in America. And they're doing it. I think me and the wife are probably going to do a date night with it and go watch it because I love the drive-ins. It's my favorite way to watch a movie ever because I can smoke weed.
Yeah. You could fucking sneak in booze. Why sneak in booze at the theaters?
Well,
anyways?
you don't need to sneak in booze here. They're okay with you drinking. Just don't get fucking hammered. Like that's like the whole thing because you're there for like 5 hours or something. They play 2 movies back one after another. Double feature, baby. I fucking love the drive-ins. In fact, when I go, I will make sure I get some pictures of it so you guys can see what fucking Americana's all about.
That'd be awesome. Please do.
Yeah.
I will.
Dan says that one where the owner would start shit with people would just go in there just to antagonize the owners. Yeah, I think that John Taffer, the way he gets in people's fucking faces, you get people walking out and he can like fire people. He like fires people, marches them straight out. Fuck off. Can you imagine some guy coming in and be like, "You're fired"? He's like, "He worked here for 25 years. I don't give a fuck. He's the worst bartender I've ever seen. Get the fuck." He proper goes at people. I love it. Yeah.
It's like Rex Banner firing Chief Wiggum.
Listen here, Tubby.
What are you waiting for? Somebody kiss you goodbye?
Driving to the best. Helen says, was that the one with Kylie in it? No, that was Street Fighter. Pretty sure that was Street Fighter, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fucking in Kung Chi, Kimchi, Chung
Van Damme.
Kimchi. That's
kimchi.
Really good
yes,
stuff.
I love kimchi. It's so good. It's good for your gut
delicious.
bacteria. It's very delicious.
Speaking of cheese, Shang-Chi released a trailer today. Did anybody see that?
Nope.
No.
When you talk about how you stay away from trailers, Marvel stuff, I always stay away from.
Yeah. Well, this is a fun looking movie. It's all kung fu, and the Mandarin's in it. It looks like the Mandarin. And there's a lot of jokes going on about Iron Fist. And
wait, the Mandarin? Sir Ben Kingsley?
Yeah, is it Ben Kingsley again?
No. It's the actual Mandarin. The actual. Oh, I'll find a picture.
I like Ben Kingsley. Sir Ben Kingsley. Sorry.
Sir. Wow. Just throw it in there. You can't forget the sir. Fucking It's sir.
I do that. Sir Michael Caine. Sir Alec Guinness. Yep. It's all in
What
there.
about Sir Michael Bolton?
Is he British?
No, not at all.
Yeah, can't do it.
Michael Bolton is not.
I did that the other day. Timmy was upset. I think he banged his knee or something. And I was like, "Right, sit down, sit down, sit down." And I literally went, "Hey Google, give me some Bolton." And it started playing some Michael. But I was like, "It's gonna be okay, boy. Don't you worry. We got Michael Bolton here. Everything's gonna be absolutely fine." He's sat there like,
Did you sing Jack Sparrow? Did you play the Jack Sparrow song?
Yes.
That's
he
a good
likes
song.
that song. I have to play the clean version.
Absolute tune.
But here's the Mandarin, the actual Mandarin.
All right. It looks good.
It does look a lot of fun.
Hey, look. It looks like there might be 7 rings behind his head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking A.
Just going back to Michael Bolton really quickly. Did you know he did a slow ballady song of Jack Sparrow for his new album, Cinema?
No.
So it's really slow. It's like, this is the tale. It's really good. it's all slow and sad. It's so good. It's so good.
I love Lonely Island. Honestly, I know most of their songs word for word, and the Natalie Portman rap is just one of the greatest things that's ever existed in the world.
That video is so fucking funny.
Fucking David's gonna download the song, and next chick he makes love to, he's gonna be like,
Right,
"Let's
says
play
child
this, baby."
abuse.
Child abuse.
So Vix is in the chat. She says, "I see you've upgraded your mug, Mr. Raby."
My mug. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she meant my face. I was like, what's wrong with my face?
I got
this is the way it's always been.
Surgery. It's so pretty.
This is botched surgery right here.
Speaking of fucking cool things, just a shout out to Peter Alessandria, who was on last week's show with me and Mr. David Rabe.
Yep.
He sent my kid a picture of the Statue of Liberty for his birthday, which I'm going to give to him, and I'm going to write Peter's name on it, even though he won't remember who he is. He'd be like, "Who's that? Who's Peter?" I'm like, "This guy. Fucking don't worry. Just take your present.
Pan.
Shut the fuck up."
That's awesome
He's
that he
a-
sent it to you, dude. That's
Dude,
fucking amazing.
super nice guy. Super
He's
nice
a really
guy. You guys
sweet
should-
guy.
You guys go check out his YouTube channel because he does a free live workshop every Wednesday. After you watch us first, and then go over there and watch that. But really inspiring dude, super nice guy, and fucking he had a lot of stuff to say. He had better camera gear than us. That was like the real problem. With
He had like a
Peter.
transition. He had 2 cameras.
Dude,
Like,
he had
whoa,
everything, and I'm like, what the fuck? Way to make us look like assholes.
I wish I still had his pictures to show you guys properly, because he's one of the best photographers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
He's
amazing.
got he's like an award-winning photographer. He's got some amazing fucking photos.
70 awards or something. Like that.
Yeah.
My wife's in the
Oh.
chat. TS, that was
Oh,
great
yeah.
singing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. If that's a genuine comment.
Totally was.
She was like later,
Totally
it's
was.
not.
Cass is one of the
Oh,
most honest people
thank
I
you,
know.
Nick.
Trust me, if she thought you sucked, she'd be like, "No, that sucked. I'm so sorry, but you
I
should
love it.
stop."
I know. I was only joking. I love it. Gaz is awesome.
Can we talk about something that quite huge that's happened in Europe in the world of sport over the last couple of days?
Oh, I know what's coming.
What happened?
Okay, so some of the elite clubs in Europe decided to save their own financial problems because of COVID. They were going to create a breakaway European Super League. Look, before I go into this, I have not genuinely. I used to be football crazy. I grew up with football. Football was my life. I have not watched a football game in about 18 months. I don't give a fuck anymore. Money ruined the game. NFL is better. That's it. Kiss my ass, right? But, however, football tradition
America's
goes
taking
back.
over the world, boys.
Football tradition is something that's gone back by generation for generation and generation, and it's something that the working class people put together and honoured and enjoyed, and families have done that for years. What these big clubs have done to break away into a European Super League, to create their own money pots to look after themselves, and basically say fuck you to the younger team, the other teams, caused outrage, absolute outrage across the whole football community. The hashtag no Super League or whatever it's called, that was massive. It's huge, and it caused them all to back out. Like the fans literally stopped them from doing it for their outrage. It was just unbelievable.
Damn.
What do you think about it, TS?
I mean, I think it's absolutely disgusting because they would literally they'd be playing for absolutely nothing, and they would be getting 300 million per Super League season, but just between for them. So there's no like trophies. It's played for nothing basically but money. So it's like created by the poor, stolen by the rich, and Manchester United were included, David. So just to let you know.
Ooh.
So yeah, they were both Manchester clubs: Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Liverpool.
Shit.
Yeah, and it was like properly announced as well. Like I grew up supporting Chelsea. Dan was like, "Oh, do you don't support Wrexham anymore?" This shit these guys used to give me because I grew up in Wrexham and come to Telford. They were like, "Oh, yeah, boyo, how's it going?" You know, no, I was a Chelsea supporter for years, and I said to Timmy today, I was like, "We're Shrewsbury supporters now, kid. No big teams. That's it."
Change beanies?
No, it's actually Inside Outie. Fucking Daredevil.
That's awesome.
Daredevil. Punisher.
I want it.
That's
now.
Crazy.
That is so sick.
Thank you. Actually, once again, so you guys remember when Loot Crate was actually a thing? Like when they actually gave you good
Loot
things.
Crate. Oh
Loot
yeah,
Crate.
yeah.
It was a subscription, like once a month. You could. It was like
It's like a
$15,
box
and
of
they
nerd
give you.
shit.
Yeah, they give you like dope ass shirts and all sorts of things. And Nick, he's so peculiar because like he would use the items and put shit on a shelf, but he wouldn't like wear the shirts because he didn't want to get them like dirty or fucking wear them out.
So I don't want to get my dead skin cells in the fabric.
Kind of. He's got like I don't want to come in and make it sticky. It's gross. But me, who has no problem doing that, fucking trust me. A lot of my shirts, my favorite shirts. But is it weird that like I refuse to use my kids' clothing because we have like we have like all the laundry right here in our room, and like after me and the wife are. You got to clean up and stuff because it's all gross and sticky. And every single time I'm like, oh, not the kids' clothes, even though it's going in the washer. I don't know. It just weirds me out. So anyways, back to Loot Crates. He has all these shirts in his basement. He's never worn any of them. And he was like, hey, do you want these shirts? I was like, fuck yes, I do. So it came with this. I have a pair of Kill Bill socks and I have a Dead Island towel. Yes. Thank you, Nick. Yeah.
I want Kill Bill socks.
Vic says Loot Crate takes the piss now. Yeah, well, that's the idea, isn't it?
Yes.
Dan says his girlfriend's from Harden as well, which is just outside Wrexham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After clapping to the national anthem, he says.
Yes. Yes. Oh, it's funny because I can last that long. I sing the national anthem so I can make sure I please my wife. I'm like, oh, sing anything.
Let's talk about what you were talking about before we hit record. Tom was like, "Oh, I've got an LP player now. I'm going to buy LPs." And we had this discussion before we hit record. The LPs that we're looking forward to buying. I mean, I'm kind of new to this myself. I have got an LP player, but I don't have a sideboard to put it on. It's in storage at the moment. I'm very much. I got that last Christmas. Haven't really had a chance to use it, so I am looking to sort of start buying LPs. Tom, what have you been looking at to buy?
Really quickly, just the reason that I want to get it is because when I have people come over, I want to listen to music, right? That's like one of my favorite things. Put on a little bit of music in the background. And I used to be a big CD collector. All my CDs get fucked because they're in the car. You know, oh shit, you don't put it back, someone steps on it. And I don't like just playing a digital music playlist. So I was like, if I get an LP player, I will fucking actually put it on. I'll leave it alone and let the whole CD, record play. And these are the things that I want to get. Here's what's in my Amazon cart. I have Paranoid by Black Sabbath.
Nice.
Which, by the way, all these are far more expensive than any CD or anything else in the world, which blows my mind. The Marshall Mathers LP, because I love that fucking album. It is probably the greatest Eminem album, hands
2000,
down.
so I can include it in notes.
Yes, and fucking that whole album is just bitch, please, part 2, fuck me. And also, I want Big Willie Style, because I love that album. I love Will Smith's fucking first real album. Not, Parents Don't Understand, but the actual first Will Smith album. And we were looking up the prices of it because I was like, hey, I want to buy this. Let's see if we can find a price for it. If anybody in the comments really quickly wants to take a guess how much the Big Willie Style LP costs, I will fucking tell you if you're right or wrong. So go ahead and start guessing while everybody else talks about fucking what they want for records. Tom, you've obviously been buying records for a little bit since you seem pretty knowledgeable. Is that the case?
Yeah, that is. So, I've been collecting. I mean, it was all because Alex will know, because of Damo. Damo's in the Weekly Bazaar back in the first season. He's a massive collector. He has over 300-400, I think. And I stemmed off of that. So I've got about 100, I think. I've just bought the new Offspring album on Sea Blue.
Yes!
It's limited to 300 only over here. So I picked up a Sea Blue new Offspring. But I looked at Conspiracy of One, sorry. And that's way too fucking expensive. I think the cheapest one's like £129 or something stupid. It's in like it's 20th year edition, and it's in fucking bright yellow. It's gorgeous. Man,
It is
George
not
has nailed it.
69, not 69. Helen, a little bit closer with $50. If anybody wants to take a fucking guess real quick. This is why you buy used vinyl. But then you get like grooves in the records and shit, and they don't play properly. So you got to buy them new. I would
Yeah, sometimes
assume.
they're warped a little bit.
Really quickly, just because everyone's getting close but not close
Too
enough.
much.
It is $100 for the fucking big wheel. We found it for $59.99 or something like that, but like a brand new copy of it was $100.
Yeah.
Caroline, fucking just crazy. What do you want, Alex? What are the records you want?
Well, no, I'm looking at new stuff, but when I look back and think about what would I like to listen to on vinyl that I've already listened to, like from growing up, and that's a difficult question because all of the music that I enjoy, I think I just want to rebuy it all on vinyl. But recently, I mean, I'm a huge Weezer fan. People know that. I love Weezer so much. They are a band that never fail to sort of cheer me up when I'm feeling down. I'll throw on Weezer, and my wife is sick. Timmy loves Weezer because I listen to it a lot. But they've got the OK Human album that they've just made, and during lockdown, they decided to throw out all the digital stuff and go completely analog. And they recorded a beautiful album about how sad lockdown was for people. And they're about to release Van Weezer, which is a Van Halen inspired album, which is so fun. I've listened to a couple of songs in it already, and it's going to be great.
I bet you the analog one is going to sound great on vinyl.
It's a beautiful album. It really is. Dan is in the chat. He says, I sent one back because the corner was dog-eared once. Well, you pay a lot of money for vinyl.
Understandable.
Yeah. I want the sleeve to be intact.
Vic says she loves Weezer too.
It's kind of like, it's kind of cool to show off your collection, right? And plus, like, if you leave them at your house, they're never going to get fucked up. So you'll always have them.
I mean, Dan's in the chat now. He says, I got a copy of Jimi Hendrix Electric Ladyland. I saw in London vinyl shop for 350 quid.
Dan,
do you play that thing?
I want to get, there's an album that Jimi Hendrix did, and it's called Jimi Hendrix Does the Blues or Plays the Blues.
Ooh,
and it's him just like on, I think it's like on an acoustic guitar, and he just, no electronic, like it's just him fucking, and you hear how amazing he is as a guitarist. I'm like, holy shit, dude, I need to find that fucking album.
It's 500 quid on eBay.
Oh, that's why. TS, thank you for saying Offspring, because I literally just added Americana vinyl to my fucking
whilst recording this.
Yes.
Like,
yes. I was like, I don't want to forget that. I fucking dude, Americana is one of my favorite albums, period. Non-joking. What's up?
So Alex was talking about Weezer. There's another band that I think have been strong from album to album, and they're brand new ones out on the 4th of June, is Rise Against.
Yes.
Anyone a big one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable band. Unbelievable. Their brand new albums at the start of June, right before my birthday. And I'm pumped. Fucking pumped.
Kills me not to know this, but I'm all but just forgotten what the color of her eyes were.
Island in the Sun is such a tune.
Yes, it is. Yes, Island in the Sun is amazing. So is Sweater Song. Fucking Hash Pipe's amazing. Billy Jean, not Billie Jean. Fucking what the fuck's the name of that song? I'm retarded.
Pork and Beans. I like pork.
No, Pork and Beans is good.
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
Ooh, I look just like Buddy
Holly.
Helen says ELO in the blue, into the blue. Donovan Mellow Yellow, Queen, Killer Queen, and Old Shiz. I remember.
Well, I have
shitloads.
I can't I probably could pick up. Actually, I have a laptop battery now, so I could pick up my computer and show you guys. But here, you keep talking. I'll take a picture and I'll send it so you can. I'll show you what started this whole thing. Keep going.
Oh, David's gone. He's like, "Fuck you guys." Rise Against the Machine. Dan says, "Rise Against the fucking band." I think we need to get down. We definitely need to get down on the show.
Great band. They're such a great, solid band.
George says he loves Rise Against.
Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You guys were coming in really robotic when you were talking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
David?
It's Ryan. He's fucking up the thing with his bullshit this evening.
What do you say?
He says Weezer. Back on that fucking step, Ryan.
That's the third time. That's strike 3.
Third strike, man. Fucking Jesus Christ. I think you should take a mulligan at this point, buddy.
I'm sending you a picture, Alex. If you could post it really quick. This is what started the whole thing for me because remember, I bought a house that was used, like used house.
A house that was used?
Yeah. People lived in it before. So weird. But we bought it as is. So it means it came with a litany of bullshit. You guys have seen the ice cream maker, you've seen the crock pot that I found, and this little gem was in the back room. And this is my new. No, it was not a safe. I wished. This little gem was in the back. That is a fucking.
Oh, is that one of those tables?
Dude, it's a fucking box with speakers, an 8-track player, a fucking record player, and that's an old tuner. And that's going to be my new weekend project when I'm not recording or anything. I'm going to get that thing working. Dude, it's pretty fucking baller. But the problem is the record player would not spin all the way. So, and everybody in the world apparently knows how to fix these things except me, because I said that it wouldn't complete the revolutions. Like, oh, it's the band, it's the belt that. I'm like, how the fuck does everyone know that? My mom said that. My buddy Lindsay said that. Everyone said that. I'm like, where were you when I was fixing it?
Dan says, I want to give a quick shout though. He says, Kevin and Perry Go Large premiered in cinemas 21 years ago today. You guys know who Kevin and Perry are?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Fuck it out. All I want to do is do it. There you go. There you go. Fuck. Just me then, yeah? Just me. Okay, fine. Fuck it.
Yeah, you and Dan Perry.
I'll find Kevin and Perry.
Harry and Kathy Burke. It's great. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah, it was a comedy show. The Harry Enfield, like you said. Yeah. And it was a TV show that was huge here in the UK. So big, in fact, that it went and they made a movie, and it was I think it was pretty much a UK smash. I gotta say, downloads.
Just like Heaven is a Half Pipe, UK smash.
Yeah, only in Europe.
Yeah, only in Europe.
Yeah, but I mean, you say that, but America are very much like, oh yeah, man, you seen that in between us thing, man? Let's take it, make it ourselves, and fuck that shit up, you know? Shameless. Shameless is fucking iconic here in the UK. Same, you guys were like, let's do that shit and fuck it up. It doesn't really happen so much over here.
I didn't know Shameless was a British show originally.
You should definitely watch the British version. It's so good. That's Kevin and Perry. So that's Harry Enfield and Kathy Burke. And Kevin was like this high angst teenager. Every time he was asked to do a chore, he'd be like, oh, I'm not your slave, Dad. You're almost dead. And they'd have these tantrums. And there was this huge craze back then of like these kind of sketch shows, like the Harry Enfield show, Kevin and Perry, and the Fast Show was just fucking unbelievable.
Oh, the Fast Show.
The Fast Show. Do yourselves a favor, guys in America that are watching this right now. Find some copies of the Fast Show and go and watch it. It is
so
fucking
funny.
There was an artist who's very, very posh when he was talking, but as soon as he mentioned the word black, he'd start going nuts and start smashing shit up. It was just Kathy.
Black like
Dan
the colour of my soul.
Just these sketch shows. I mean, Dan says he used to live in the next to the Shameless estate. Fucking hell, wow. Jesus Christ. Ryan says American Shameless is
daring. Did anyone see my video today? By the way, speaking of Shameless, like my fucking stupid
Been working all day.
No.
Fair enough. That's fine. You guys shouldn't watch it. It makes you depressed.
I saw it. Play in the snow.
Oh, thanks, baby. Yeah. So I got out of work today, and literally we've been enjoying like a nice bout of weather, which is almost unheard of for Vermont spring. And I get out, and it's a fucking snowstorm. So it was just absolute shit. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was so depressed. I was like, we're just barely getting warm. I can't stand it anymore. Hence the beanie.
I mean, we had a bit in the UK about 2 weeks ago, and then we have glorious weather, and then it's shit again. It's weird. We saw there's a hedgehog that lives in work, right, and lives in the back garden, and we see him come out, and he's been there for years, right? I saw him come out, and then a few days later it snowed, and I haven't seen him since. So he must have thought, "Fuck this, I'll go back to bed."
He's fuck this. I'm moving. Fuck that.
Ryan says, how does it compare to Monty? Well, Monty Python is on its own level, and Monty Python is up here against many comedies out there, but I still think it's a classic. It's up there. I feel like Monty Python, Mr. Bean, Fawlty Towers, Fast Show. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so you look at like Monty Python and Fawlty Towers, Only Fools and Horses. They were made like in the 80s. sort of a different era in '70s and a different era of comedy. But there was like a resurgence in the '90s of things like The Fast Show and Harry Enfield, and it was just a great era of TV. Now we get like, I feel like it's really hard now because what do we get? Like, I mean, as far as comedy, the sitcom's dead. Is there any good sitcoms out there at the moment?
No, I mean I don't really watch
so.
too much TV.
Yeah.
Like the last sitcom that I really enjoyed was Modern Family. Like that was it, and I think that was probably the last good one. But then again, I'm not really the guy to have an opinion on this because I don't watch a ton of TV.
Yeah.
I used to love a good sitcom. It used to be like, I think it was either Thursday or Friday night on Channel 4. You'd have like Frasier and then Friends, and they'd have something like what's the what's the one with the big phone? Fucking Trigger Happy TV.
Oh, I love that show.
Balls of Steel. Balls of Steel was just fucking. If you again, America, go and watch Balls of Steel. It's the best TV ever.
Pointless fact for you: Dom Jolly, who is in Trigger Happy TV, does all the skits. He lives in Cheltenham.
Oh, really?
So I see him around town all the time. Yeah.
Dude, does he have a big phone? He's like, hello! What? Oh, damn.
But he dresses up as like a COVID marshal and stuff, even though we don't have them in Cheltenham, and starts walking around and starts telling people that they can't do it. It's really fun. It's really good.
They used to have these amazing clips of like furries, like full like bunny apples, beating the shit out of each other in the middle of the city. People would be like walking past, like, what the fuck? They'd like stack boxes up, and you'd have people walking about their business, and then they'll just see this Dalmatian or something get thrown through these boxes, and they just start beating the shit, and people are just like.
Or they have like, there was like a group of them, just furries, just like stalking a person, like a single person walking down the street, and when that person would stop and turn around, they'd stop and like, and they continue like stalking them. It was the funniest fucking shit.
Vic says MP. What's MP?
Monty
Python.
It's completely different. You can't really compare. But Fast Show was, that's what I mean. It's like it's a different
League of Gentlemen.
TV.
League of Gentlemen as well. Unbelievable.
I like that. I like that. Hello, Dave. This is my house now, Dave. That was all a bit weird, but the thing I couldn't stand is the. There's a brown little fish.
No, Edward was fantastic. You leave him alone.
It looks
guys,
like
go watch League of Gentlemen, guys. It's fucking.
What about the Mighty Boosh?
Not for me.
No, I love No Fielding. No Fielding is amazing. There was this panel show called Nevermind the Buzzcocks, which is legendary, and they would sit around and talk about music. Honestly, Tom, man, the history of that show is so fucking rich and brilliant. It was all music based, and they lost their host Simon Amstel because he was a little prick, so they fired him, and they had to get people on to all the time to come be the host, and they had some really big guests on there, and they had Noel Fielding on there as a team captain, and I'd never really watched Mighty Boosh before, and I loved him from that. Mighty Boosh, I understand its brilliance because it's just a sketch show that's really weird and out there.
It's pretty funny,
That
I like
70s show.
Fox.
That 70s show was fucking phenomenal sitcom. Yes. And like those first like 7 seasons were amazing until they, Eric Foreman was like, I want to be in Spider-Man, and then left.
I would like to see a resurgence of, like, because George is saying he watches TV anymore, but I'd like to see like a resurgence of the game show, the panel shows, and sitcoms, because I feel like that was a great era of TV. I mean, now we've got some of the best entertainment you can access with Disney Plus, with HBO Max, and everything that's been released recently. There is so much to cram in there, which is fantastic. But I feel like there's nothing better than sitting with a family and watching Shooting Stars back in the day or something,
So relating to the Americans, so I don't know why I enjoy doing this. YouTube, watching Steve Harvey doing stupid game show answers from Family Feud. They are fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. How he just absolutely rips into people as well, like really good, but like in a really clever way. It's just very funny, I find anyway.
I feel bad for him.
Vix, I love Vix. Vix is my new favorite person. She says IT crowd. IT. Oh my god!
I haven't started. I need to watch that.
What?
Great shout!
Oh my god! It's so
I need to watch that shit.
Great shout.
I can't remember why, but I was walking around going, I'm disabled the other day, because there's a thing where one of the guys pretends to be disabled in a wheelchair, and because everybody's around him and he says it, he can't break character. He's just just going around this theatre going, I'm disabled. And he ends up getting put on a mobility fucking minibus. And they drive him off because he can't. It's so fucking brilliant. I love the IT crowd. And they bunk off work the one day. And Rich Iardi, what's his character's name? Moss. He's like, oh my God, this is so naughty. I'm such a bad person. Like, and I love that show so much. Watch the IT crowd. Oh, sorry.
And Noel Fielding's in it. So
I need to get back into watching People Just Do Nothing. I really like that show too.
Yeah. So yeah, what would you like if you could bring back anything though? Ooh. If you could bring back something from the past. I mean, people talk about this new Phantom Friends new series that they've been threatening to do for years. Big Bang Theory went, and that left a huge gap. What else was there? 2.5 Men.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Never seen it. Just...
I'm trying to think of like what I would actually want to be brought back like that.
I would want Family Matters.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
It was the Steve Urkel show. I would probably say either Married with Children, or we can bring back Malcolm in the Middle.
Have Frankie Muniz like, okay, try to remember playing this one.
There is talk of a new Frasier series of Frasier.
Yeah. I saw that. That's all they're talking about that.
I feel like there's a gap in the market for a Frasier-esque, sophisticated, low-key, brilliant sort of show to sort of go in. I like that. I like the slow pace of Frasier, how it would go from, quite a sophisticated show to absolute fucking batshit crazy. I really enjoyed that. Dan's in the chat. He says Superstore is a low-key banger. That's on Netflix right now. I've heard about that. That's meant to be really good.
Question. You guys will probably know better than me. Do they, is there like a service where you can make custom vinyl records?
Custom vinyl records?
You can buy
like you would be able to like go and fucking make like a burn CD. Is there like a burn vinyl place around?
Not that I know of.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't.
We're gonna find this out really quick. Fucking.
Not where you live anyway. You live live next to trees, and that's it.
I can ask. I can travel. I like to travel.
Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves.
Oh God! So
what would you call that? What would that title of that something like that be? It would be like fucking custom vinyl.
Make your own LP or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Custom playlist vinyls. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Well, the summer's breaking out in the UK at the moment. The COVID restrictions are kind of being more and more relaxed as we go by the months. TS, is there anything that you're looking forward to doing when things open again?
I mean, I can leave Wales now, so that was doing that anyway. But because obviously Christine lives in Bristol, so we went to the pub on Sunday, which was really nice. Very chilled out, so I really enjoyed it. Apart from the fact that I got really badly sunburnt on my neck, but that's just standard for a ginger, isn't it? So especially a ginger that's allergic to sun cream. Hooray!
What the fuck?
Yeah, genuine fact.
God just wanted you to burn.
Yeah.
That sounds like the devil. In the Clouds is a service where you can make your own custom vinyl records online. In the Clouds, so definitely check that out.
No one knows how the cloud works, so
I bet you I can take the Big Willie style fucking just put it all over there and cut out the middleman. Fuck that noise.
You, Will Smith. We've actually got loads of comments just coming recently about shows people want to see back. Daniel Hill says,
"Oh shit, Parks and Rec. How come I didn't think about that? Fuck."
Office and Parks, I feel like a new series. They need to do it like The Office. If they're gonna do it, they need to do it now before Steve Carell dies. Because
Parks and Rec for sure.
Is he dying? Fucking before the man dies.
I mean, come on, he's got to be in his 50s for fuck's sake. Do it now.
And yes, as we all know, 50s is the new 1,000. So he's dying.
I'm not being funny, but celebrities seem to be dropping off like flies at the moment. Last Man Standing was good. Ryan says. There's a positive thing from Ryan Berger there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a positive comment from Ryan Berger.
First one all day.
I know. My wife's in the chat. She says everyone loves Raymond, Home Improvement, and The Office,
Yes.
the American version. That's the one. That's one of the main examples of when America's actually got it right. They took the British Office, which is good. I like the American Office, but they fucking nailed it. The American version, it was so good. It was so brilliant.
You know, you say things like that, Alex, but then what about when I was born? America got it right then. Fucking. So why are you saying things like that? You trying to hurt my feelings?
You seem to have this weird complex where you can't stick with the color of the hat. You just keep flipping
I
it.
changed it once. I changed it once.
Twice. You switch it back to red.
It's red again.
Fuck you.
I think you fucking. Were you the main star of Malcolm in the Middle? Were you
was.
dropped on the head
I was.
repeatedly from a high distance? George Lugo was saying Superstore is great. Your mom's in the chat. Mama Bruno
Hi,
says
Mom.
Murphy Brown.
Yeah, she loves that show. Did you guys ever see Reaper? It was a show about this kid who was the son of the devil, and his dad basically makes him. It's a comedy, surprisingly, and he makes him like take on the family business and start like reaping souls. They did 3 seasons. Kevin Smith did the pilot for it, and they did 3 seasons. They ended on a cliffhanger. I'd like them to finish that. It wasn't a bad show.
There was this show. It was a sci-fi, and it was going for about 2. I can't remember that. It was a show where this guy could only go back in time for like 7 days, I think. That was really good. Farscape, these sci-fi, Star Trek as well. They're bringing back lots of Star Trek shit. I think the guy that plays Worf has just dropped a thing saying he's been called to Starfleet, so they're going to be doing a new Star Trek thing with.
He's really just gone crazy. He's like Starfleet.
I'm being beamed up, Mom.
I'm getting beamed up to go suck some dick in the back alley.
Even though the last season was terribly shit before they cancelled it, I'd like to see the end of My Wife and Kids.
Oh, all right, fucking A.
I want to see them bring back Taboo. They never fucking got season 2.
Was that Tom Hardy's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an amazing fucking show, dude. I was so hooked.
I would like them to bring back Futurama. You're welcome, Billy West.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think they could do a spin-off show of Futurama.
Yes.
It'd be good. Yeah.
Yes.
Back to the comments. They're literally coming in. My wife she's going on the naughty step now because she says she wants to bring back Jeremy fucking Kyle. No, thank you.
Yeah.
That's sitting on the naughty
Fucking
step.
Kyle, man.
300 is apparently $1,800. I don't know what that
300
means.
what?
300 American dollars?
Or 300 like the soundtrack? Like what are we talking about right now? Because that seems like a really big waste of money. In the time we've been talking, Ramstein. Ramstein. In the time we've been talking, I had Dre 2001 onto my fucking wish list, and I also added what was the other thing? Dre 2001. And I'm sorry, I'm really into vinyl now. I really am. I think this is
I'm a vinyl guy now, baby.
I think this vinyl thing's gonna be huge.
Can't listen to you. Sure. You're not on vinyl.
I think we need to see Tom in a big thick sweater and a pipe. Hello, I like to listen to vinyl, and I only drink the finest of brandy.
I do drink scotch. It's true. Well, the exciting thing is
I like scotch. Scotch. There's
vinyl records all over in America. You know, like we have a bunch going everywhere. So I'm like we're going on a trip in June. We're going on a road trip. It's gonna be like 16 hours or something. And I'm going to look up vinyl shops along the way, and I'm going to have the wife, because it is Father's Day weekend, I will be like, hey, let's do this for Father's Day.
You're doing what I want to do, and I want to stop at every fucking vinyl shop there is.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be an interesting journey for me to sort of, because this vinyl thing is new for me.
I should get back into it, actually.
It's an expensive hobby, man. I mean, like music is great, isn't it? Like I'm never not listening to music every single day, especially when I'm in the shower. The neighbors must fucking hate me. Like, but I get stuck on bands. You guys not get stuck on a band and you can't sort of move off it?
Every once in a while, yeah.
You're muted, Tom.
I got stuck on Muse not too long ago. Like I got really stuck on Muse. You guys want to hear something really funny though? Speaking of vinyl. Like the first thing I bought was I got the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, and I got Aerosmith's Greatest Hits because they were at Walmart and they were available. And I got Aerosmith's Greatest Hits over. It was fucking warped. It was like, a little funky. So you can see like the needle going up and down. It changed the revolution of it as it went. Ooh. So I bring it back to Walmart and I'm like, hey, this record's shit. And, I would like a return.
Sorry, I'll see it's final.
1 second. So the fucking lady was like, the dude had no problem, sure. And the lady comes over. She's like, well, we're not supposed to take opened records or CDs. And I'm like, why? She's like, well, there's programs. You could have taken this home and digitally downloaded it. And I'm like, what the fuck you just say?
Why bother to sell the vinyl if you want people to buy the digital download in the first fucking place?
I was like, lady, do you not understand I could have downloaded this for free, you fucking dumb bitch? Like, I could have had it for free. The whole point of buying the vinyl is to have the fucking vinyl. So what the fuck is wrong with you? And she's like, well, sir, that's just something you can do. I was like, you're stupid. Pointless.
Really? I didn't know you could digitally download a fucking...
Frankie Muniz.
Mama Bruno's in the chat. She said, I wish they'd bring back My Name is Earl, or at least finish the cliffhanger.
I'm sure Jason Lee agrees with her. Fucking please bring back My Name is Earl.
He's a Scientology sort of fucking...
Is he?
Now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big Scientologist. He used to be a skateboarder, which is like, you're like, how can such a cool dude be a Scientologist?
Didn't they release a video recently of him just casually kicking out fucking wicked tricks? Even now, we can still throw him out.
Didn't see it.
George says, dumb bitch.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Shit.
Speaking of George, how are you guys getting on with Speakeasy? Are you guys having a lot of fun?
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Well, we got a show, I think, tomorrow night at 8 as well, I believe we're doing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
the guys watching right now, I see there's a fair few people watching. Make sure you check out Speakeasy Gentlemen, which is where we stole David from. That hat he's wearing right now has got the logo. There's a show that I started watching. I was like, hey, we've got a lot in common with these guys.
yeah,
I should definitely say hello. And hello turned into us chatting to David Raby every week, which is beautiful.
Well, hello first turned to you guys coming on the show.
Yes.
We had a lot of fun with you guys, so then we're like, fuck.
The first time I came on your show, I sat and I attempted to drink a whole keg of Hobgoblin. Fucking good times. Oh god.
Good times. Bad
TS,
times.
you've how are you guys getting on Chronicles? You've got some amazing guests lately.
Dude, thank you. We've got some amazing guests coming up as well. Our calendar is booked until the middle of July. We are killing it. We have got some. I can't stress how much fun it is at the moment. But yeah, we had a great interview Monday night, which is up next week.
Sorry.
That's all right. No,
Buzzcocks.
it's all good.
Nice.
She's right. She is right. Buzzcocks.
Yeah.
They're meant to be bringing it back apparently. So.
Oh, please do. I missed that.
So I've read. I don't know whether they actually will, but I know Jupiter, Bill Bailey, and I think Simon Amstel, maybe a new host, have agreed to come back and do it. So who knows? But yeah, Chronicles is we're flying at the moment. We had an interview Monday night, which is just fantastic, and obviously we had a new show released today. If you don't mind. There it is, boys. There it is. With the wonderful Rivka Reyes. Rivka played Katie in School of Rock with Jack Black. They are also an improv comedian. They are also a musician. And they also have a new podcast called Where Are We Now? Where they bring on child actors who have obviously wondered where they are now. They bring on child actors to be like, hey, what are you doing with your life now? Hooray. It's really good. It's
Frankie Muniz is like, I don't know.
They bring back the kid that played Anakin in episode 1.
Oh no, don't. you can't podcast in jail. Don't say such things.
So yeah, USUK Chronicles with Rivka Reyes. It's going to be it's a great show. So please check it out.
Yes,
Thank
please
you.
check that out. You guys are doing amazing. Dan says needs Mark Lamar and Buzzcocks. He was a bit of a cunt.
Wasn't a fan. Was not a fan.
Yeah.
Just never understood his humour.
It's that 50s sort of what's that fucking era of fucking what they called mod?
Yeah.
Wasn't that 60s?
That hairstyle, didn't he? That huge hairstyle. Yeah, it was just a bit of a weird.
A mod is someone. It's like people that used to dress up like this sort of the 60s, slick their hair back, and yeah.
You guys like ride mopeds and some shit like that?
Dan says that's why he liked him. Of course he did. That's Dan's king. I like a guy with nice slicked hair back. Dan says check out the poster for Mortal Kombat and tell me that isn't me. So let's just quickly do that before we move on to talking about. So here we go. This is the Kano poster. That does look like you, Dan. Sorry about the unclear picture, but that's all I could get on Google. So yeah.
All right, Kano, mate. It's a fucking great movie. Really excited for it.
Yeah. And so what's the difference, as a show me and Tom do? But on this occasion, it wasn't me doing it. It was Tom and David. I was off for Kaz's birthday. So I think Tom and David, I think you're best to talk about this.
David, you go ahead, buddy. You should say this.
Oh yeah, this is the episode that we did with What's the Difference with Peter Alessandria, and he's a 70 award-winning photographer. He's won 70 awards for his photography that he's done.
Amazing.
He's a really interesting guy. How he started off in law, and he just we went from law to just picking up a camera and like fucking around and teaching himself how to take photography, and eventually just kept pushing himself to get his work sort of published and be known, and it paid off in a big fucking way.
Yes,
and he's a really amazing guy.
He really is, and he wrote a book, and he has the workshops like I mentioned earlier. So you should definitely check those out. And the funny thing is, like as you listen to the episode, you can see how the show brings out the dirty in everyone. He started off so clean cut, and then all of a sudden he started dropping the F bombs and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's right. You swear, boy, you swear. It's very, very fun. Fucking and definitely check out his artwork and his photography.
He's got some amazing fucking photos. Yeah,
buy one. He has some amazing. If you like Americana photographs or like New York photographs, definitely pick one up. They're not even.
He's got some beautiful ones of L.A. the L.A. skyline with the backdrop of Big Bear, and it's fucking phenomenal, dude.
I've still got them. Let me just load some up quickly.
Which, by the way, I had no idea there's a mountain near LA. I thought it was just all city. And David's like, "You're retarded. There's a mountain right there, you fucking dumb bastard."
It's like anytime you get on the freeway, you could see it. Like you could see the white peaks of Big Bear when it's like, anytime there's like rain down here, there's snow up in Big Bear for sure.
Yeah.
I'm finding pictures of Peter's now. It was really nice to listen to, actually. I mean, like I listened to that as if I was listening to a podcast, and he's a very interesting.
That's
guy.
what it was, a podcast. Yeah.
But one I wasn't part of. There's two pictures. It take a long time to load up. And also, guys, please make sure you check out our website as well, Tom.
So hey guys, we have a website. No. And it is USUKnetwork.com. It is an amazing website where you can find all of these amazing shows that we have mentioned. It is fun. It is excellent. There's so much content. There's like 176 episodes of podcasts that you guys can check out on there. Make sure you listen to every single one of them. Like, share, subscribe, all the happy horse shit. Tell your friends about us. And the nice thing about it was we didn't have to build this website. No. We had this website made for us by the amazing people over WebOrchard.com. Let me tell you a little something about WebOrchard.com. They are a website designing and building platform. It was made by our good friend Pete White. Pete White, the immortal, came up with this idea back in the 1910s during the 1920s, really during the Great Depression, and he saved people's lives from jumping out of the Empire State Building. Be like, no, just wait 60 years, and there's gonna be a website building platform, which I will be the, and they're like, what's the website? He's like, oh, never mind, jump out. And then he waited 60 years, and then he came out with Web Orchard. And Web Orchard, let me tell you something, my friends. If you have an online presence, but you're like, hey, how can I make this even better? You need a website. That's the other thing. It's not enough just to be on Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and all the other things the kids do nowadays. You need a website. It's how you can build yourself and have like an online presence. If you want to sell things, if you want to sell yourself, if you want to fucking just let people know that your dog is a cute little puppy or some shit, you need a website. And it takes time and energy to build this website. If you want a good one, it takes, dedication. But the thing is, not all of us have time. You can go use other platforms and yeah, sure, whatever the fuck ever. But no, you don't want to do that. You want to put it in the hands of experienced professionals. So if you want an amazing website that's fully functional, that you can sell shit on, that you can do whatever the fuck you want on, you need to reach out to WebOrchard.com and ask them to build a website and make sure, hey, fuck you with your shit, Alex Whiteley. Fucking, this is our sponsor. Show some fucking respect, you cunt.
Well, make sure you check out the website, guys.
That was really good, dude.
That was great. This week is a very special edition of the Weekly Bizarre Podstars because it's the last ever one I'm going to... Well, probably not the last ever. Let's not say that, but I'm not... It's the last one I'm going to be doing. So I think TS and David, I think you guys are going to take it over, I do believe,
yes, sir,
at some point when you guys gather your things. So this is going to be the last one I do on Friday, simply because I've got the radio gig now. I've got these podcasts. I've got the Shoes with Biscuit. I have a family.
Alex is getting too big for us now. He's like, can't hang out with you guys anymore.
I need a bit more time. So like we've got, I didn't do fuck all with this show. I turn up, I have a laugh with you guys. I don't even edit the audio. I literally bring it up, clear it all out, and release it as is, right? So I'd like to put a bit more effort into what's the difference, and into the biscuit and to my radio show. They're the three things I want to work on. So yeah, make sure you join us for the Weekly Bazaar, because I'd love to see you guys in the comments. I do believe we're going to try and get as many of us together as possible. TS, are you coming Friday, David? Are you busy?
Friday? No, I'm free.
I think Ori's going to join us. Is Jamie working?
No, Jamie should be there. Jamie should be there as well. He should be there.
Yeah, so make sure you join us in the chats. We just no gauntlet or anything like that, no bullshit, just stories, fun, and we'll just have fun with that because it's my last one. I'm a bit gutted about it. I listened to last week's episode and it was so much fun, and I had fun doing it. But fuck it, I need to prioritize. Ryan says, Bruno, when are you starting your OnlyFans? The people want to know. I'd subscribe.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that interesting because like my fucking fap would just be like, "Hey, look at it, it claps."
Helen says,
or it's me trying to fix my vinyl record player. You'd be like, "Why can't I figure this out? It's from the '60s, for fuck's sake! I'm so not smart."
just the OnlyFans of Tom trying to figure shit out. Like the fucking USB is in the fucking. Why is it not?
That one guy on YouTube, he's like a dad who teaches you how to do like just basic shit. I forget what his channel is called, but like he's that's what he does. It's funny.
It is. I like that guy a lot, actually. Now you mentioned
Helen says it was a Teddy Boy. That's who Mark Lamar was, Teddy Boy. That's what a fucking weird name. Oh my god, why'd you look so weird? Because I'm a fucking Teddy Boy, ain't I? Fuck you.
Shout outs to Kenny Aldrich, though. He is banned and he can't comment right now. So he would love to comment on our shit that we've been talking about, but he has been banned. You need to make
Kenny Aldrich has been banned from Facebook. What a surprise. Have you seen the shit he posts? No wonder.
Yes. He's so daring. He's so brave. He says the most horrific shit. I'm like, damn, Kenny, you're gonna get banned. You're gonna get zucked in the mouth.
I think Mark Zuckerberg's going to come out of his house personally and tell him off. Stop posting mucky things on my fucking network. Bitch.
I love it. I love it so much, dude. It makes me laugh. I know whenever I look at Kenny's page, I'm like, oh shit, Kenny, is that going to get you banned? Yeah, probably. Which it did.
Before we get out of here quickly, last thing I want to talk about is my radio show. Might as well plug it. Fuck it while I'm here. Naughty Talk of Alex Whiteley. I'll start it tomorrow night at 8 p.m. On BST. So. If you're in Vermont, that's what 3 o'clock. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. It's on Splash Damage Radio. There's an app called Zeno. I did show you the picture earlier. You can sort of follow the radio station, and you'll get notified when things are released. So that's it there. Zeno Radio. Sorry, it's orange radio. Orange fucking
Z. Z.
Okay, go to Facebook
Z, yeah.
and look for Naughty Talk, spelled like this, like Naut E. It's silly, but it's funny. And follow me on Facebook. Everything will be sort of put on there, and you'll find out when to listen to me. I'm a little bit nervous, but very, very excited at the same time. So,
just like the first time you had sex.
I know. This is never really improved, if I'm honest.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. Welcome to Heaven is a Half Pipe Radio with Alex Riley. Do you know what? It said, I read a thing. I was looking at advice on how to host a radio show. It says break the rules. I am going to do it a whole hour of just Heaven is a Half Pipe. See if I can get away with it.
So welcome to the show, fucknuts.
Dan says, is that the Morris Lubricants Tower? No, it's the Market Hall Clock Tower in Shrewsbury.
Morris Lubricants? Like, is that a thing?
It's a very, very old company in Shrewsbury. There was a family. They made stuff together. They had an argument. They split up, and so you got Morris that sell property and Morris Lubricants. So they're the same family, but two different very.
What
old
do they
companies.
sell? What does Morris Lubricants sell?
It's lubricants for factories and stuff. You know.
Oh, boring.
But yeah, that's the clock tower in Shrewsbury. It's very.
So you guys got pyramids over there too.
That's an audio wave. It's meant to be an audio wave. It does look like pyramids, though. I'll let you on.
Yeah, it does.
Right. Tom, take us out of here, man.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. And you can find us every single Wednesday right here, right now. Fucking this has been Wednesday Night Live. I am Tom Bruno.
I'm Alex Whiteley.
I'm David Raby.
And I'm TS.
Oh, look at that. Get the fuck out of here, guys.